Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, let me ask you one question. When danger enters a nation, who responds first? Not the headlines, not the speeches, not the slogans, but men who operate in silence. Tonight is not about glamour. Tonight is not about weapons. Tonight is about how India's special forces think, move, and dominate through the lens of one of the most respected minds in the fraternity, Colonel Ashish Khanna, a name rarely spoken loudly because the most effective warriors are never meant to be visible. So let us know who is Colonel Ashish Khanna. Colonel Ashish Khanna represents a class of officers who are trained beyond rank and defined beyond medals. A special forces operative, a covert operations expert, a leader who understands one simple truth. The battlefield is first won in the mind. He belongs to a world where decisions are taken in seconds, errors are unforgiving, and leadership is tested in complete isolation. This is not about personal glory. This is about institutional excellence. What does hunt mean in special forces? When special forces use the word hunt, they don't mean chaos. They mean control. Hunting in special forces terms is studying patterns, understanding terrain, reading human behavior, waiting longer than the enemy can imagine. There is no rush, there is no emotion, only certainty. Colonel Khanna often emphasizes special forces don't chase targets, they let the target reveal itself. Most people think action is loud, but in special forces, silence is power. Before a mission, there is observation, there is patience, there is restraint. Because once action begins, there is no rewind button. Special forces are trained to live with one rule. If you are noticed, you have already failed. That silence is not fair. It is discipline at its highest level. And let us talk about mindset over muscle. Colonel Ashish Khanna's philosophy is clear. Strength matters. Weapons matter. Training matters. But the mindset matters more than everything else combined. Special forces are trained to stay calm when surrounded. Think clearly when exhausted. Lead even when isolated. They are not fearless. They are fear trained. They don't eliminate fear. They operate despite it. Leadership in special forces is different. It is completely different. There are no long commands, no repeated instructions. A single nod, a hand signal, a glance, and everyone understands. Colonel Khanna believes a true special forces leader creates warriors who can operate even without him. That is real leadership, when your absence does not weaken the mission. For special forces, there is no off-duty mindset, relaxed mode, casual awareness. Awareness is punishment. Discipline is not forced. It is eternalized. That is why SF soldiers are dangerous, not because they want to fight, but because they are always prepared. You will rarely see interviews, social media posts, public praise because recognition creates patterns. Patterns creates predictability and predictability creates vulnerability. Colonel Khanna's world values one thing above all: mission success, not public approval. The best compliment in special forces is simple: no one ever knew we were there. This mindset isn't only for soldiers. Colonel Ashish Khanna's philosophy applies to life. Be calm under pressure. Prepare more than you speak. Observe before reacting. Act only when necessary. You don't need noise to be powerful. You need clarity. You don't need speed all the time. You need timing. That's how special forces hunt. That's how leaders are built. Indian special forces are shaped by difficult terrain, complex enemies, political restraint, moral responsibility. They don't just fight enemies, they protect national balance. Every action is measured, every decision has consequences. That maturity is what defines them. In a world obsessed with visibility, India's special forces choose invisibility. In a time of loud opinions, they choose silent execution. Colonel Ashish Khanna stands as a symbol of that ethos, not as a celebrity, but as a standard. So remember this, special forces don't hunt with rage, they hunt with patience, they don't dominate with noise, they dominate with certainty. That is how Indian special forces hunt. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Like, share and subscribe to the channel. Know your heroes, know your nation.